The last thing you want on your camping trip is a hassle, right? You want to get out there and explore, you want to have fun, but you also want to keep an eye on your camper van. You can do that with Rapid Camp Plus. So in this video, we're going to break down the three main components: your main panel, the remote panel, and your phone. We'll show you how to get everything connected so you can enjoy your adventure. We're going to start with your main panel.
As you can see, you have buttons on the left, the bottom, and the right. The first three buttons on the bottom are a quick way to turn on the main lights in your vans. We're talking about the living room, the kitchen, and the bed ceiling lights. Other lights in the van are going to be controlled through the app, and some have this button you need to press to turn on and off. The fourth button here turns on the water pump. And next to that is the button for your air conditioner if your van comes equipped with a roof-mounted AC unit. Pressing this brings up the AC main screen. Here we can see the room temp. The select button on the bottom left toggles through the set mode where you can set your temperature. To adjust the temp, you're going to use the buttons over here on the right. Your fan mode selections are off, fan, cool, and cool auto. Then you can toggle to the fan speed and select high or low. The two buttons up on the left are how you navigate through the menu. The top button is the navigation button. This is going to toggle between pages, and your bottom button is how you make your selection. So let's hit that button and navigate through these pages. First up, you have your freshwater and your gray tank levels. Another tap brings up the water pump. The on and off button are over here on the right. The top is the on button, the bottom is the off button. Another press of the navigation button and we get to our awnings. You can extend these from here by using the top right button, then retract them using the bottom right button. One more tap of the navigation button and here we are at the energy tab. This is how you start your generator. So to fire it up, press the start button, which is on the top right. When you're ready to shut it down, press the bottom button over here on the right. Navigating over to the settings page, we have a number of options here. First up is pair device, and you'll need this to link up your phone or your tablet, and we're going to do that last in this video as it connects your phone to the van and it has a number of features and functions you are going to use every day. But I want to show you the other options you have here. Under the Advanced tab, this has to do with all the wall switches and your paired devices. You're going to see options here to remove all your paired devices. You have an option here to pair a wall switch or forget that wall switch, or if you want to unpair all wall switches, you can do that. The temp unit here is how to switch between Fahrenheit or Celsius.
Now we're going to go over the remotes.
These switches are remoted into the main panel we just went over, and they control all the lighting in your van, both inside and out. In this video, there's a second remote, and this is going to have buttons for the kitchen fan. Now, in the event one of your wall switches gets disconnected, it is real easy to pair it back up. So hop back over to the main panel, navigate to the Advanced tab, and you're going to see the option called Pair a Wall Switch. On the remote you want to pair back up, simply press any two buttons at the same time. This pairs the remote right back up, and now you're back in business.
So let's get our main panel paired up with our phone.
On your phone or tablet, download the RV Master app, and this works for both Apple and Android. In your phone settings, make sure Bluetooth is turned on. Over on the main screen, navigate over to Pair Device and tap the OK button. When the two are connected, you'll see this Bluetooth icon on your connected device. Now we're going to walk through all the screens so you can see everything this does. Here on the home screen, you get a quick look and access to lights, water pump, and your tank levels. Pressing the four lines in the upper left-hand side, you're going to pull up this menu. It shows us tanks, motors, lighting, energy center, vents, and fans. Starting with tanks, this is how you can turn on your water pump, the tank heater if equipped, and you can check your tank levels. Selecting motors brings up control for your awning. You need to swipe it to unlock it, press extend to put your awning out when you're at camp, then press retract when you are ready to bring it back in. Next up, a big one, lighting. This is where you'll control all the lights for your van, inside and out. Tap the light bulb to turn that light on or off, and you can drag this slider left or right to dim the light to your liking. The next selection is Energy Center. Energy Center covers all things power. The first three buttons have to do with your generator. You can press here to start it, press here to stop it, and this one enables the auto gen start. Now you're going to need to swipe to turn it on, And there is an entirely different page we're going to dive into on setting the parameters of the auto gen start. Below that, we get into the battery and fuel settings. We have our generator status right here. It's stopped right now with no faults, and there is an hour meter on it as well, so you can keep track of how long it's been running for maintenance. Right here we have the coach or house battery voltage, and over here is the chassis battery voltage. You can see our propane tank is empty, so there is no barbecue happening tonight. So if you scroll down the energy settings page a little more, we're going to get to solar controller. This is how you're going to monitor your solar charging. You can check the input, the output, the temperature, the solar history from today, yesterday, 2 days ago, or see the total charging over the past week. You can also see your total power generation, the total operating time, and clear the history when you want to start over. The last icon down is vents and fans, and this is simply how you turn the vent fans on and off in your camper van. In the upper right corner, you'll see this gear icon. Tap on it to bring up the general settings page. The first item down is Bluetooth, and you can see we are connected here. Remote connection allows you to connect to the cloud, so you can control certain features of your van from anywhere you happen to be, and you do need to set up a free account for this. The sensor settings screen that you see here is not applicable in your van, as the tire pressure can be found on your dash display. Battery levels shows you the battery levels in the remote switches. Under the energy setting button, this is where you dial in the auto gen start parameters. First up are the battery levels. Minimum is when you want the generator to kick on. Goal is the voltage you want it to reach when it shuts off. Run time limits is how long you want the generator to run until you reach your battery voltage goal. Quiet time allows you to set a block of time where the generator will not run. You can set this so it won't kick on at, let's say, 3 in the morning and wake you and everyone around you up from a deep sleep. Battery chemistry is how you let the system know what type of house battery you are using. So let's say you swap out a lead acid battery for an AGM battery, you can change that here. Next button down, and we are into our solar controller settings. So if you forget what a lot of these features and functions are for, you see a little question mark here? Tap that. So we're going to do that here for battery temp sensor, and you're going to see this little cheat sheet pop up with all the info you need. And then down here we find all the information about the solar controller. Now if you'd like to read the entire manual, you probably should, you can do that right from here. Just tap on the user manual button and it's going to download right to your device. About System is all about your RV. The main panel, the app, and the remote switch info is all right here. If you'd like to read the BM Pro privacy policy, click on that and give it a read. Under Preferences, you can set the temp from Fahrenheit to Celsius and the pressure from PSI to kilopascal. Now, if something is not working and you've read the entire manual and you need to look at some diagnostics or reset the main node, you can do that from this screen.
And this is all it takes for a hassle-free camping trip. For more how-to videos on your camper van, you'll find all of that and more on the owner's resource page at thormotorcoach.com.